While the world scrolls, we build. While others talk, we turn wrenches, wire walls, and shape futures.
Trade isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Welcome to Beyond the Trade, where we go deeper than the toolbox, beyond the classroom, into the real stories, skills, and sparks that make the trades thrive.
Brought to you by NESC Technical Institute, where skill meets purpose.
Today we are joined by Kyle Hilaric, this year's Valedictorian and Welding graduate. Hi Kyle, how are you?
I'm fine, excellent. Back on.
Thank you for joining us. So you may not know this, but you have been a topic of conversation since graduation because of your story. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Okay, so I am originally from San Juan. I didn't have a proper education growing up. So education was not something that was ever in my pathway to pursue. And along the way, I had a little troubles in life. And I did never expect to step foot in a school or institution to do anything academically. I never had an idea this could have happened to me. So I want to say a main challenge for me was not having proper parenting. I didn't have my parents around. And like any young boy, you tend to go and follow the wrong company, which was very easy for me because it was all around through the area I was living. And like I say, I just dig myself deeper and deeper into doing some of the wrong things in life that I'm not proud of. I found some troubles through looking for work and things. I could never keep a job. Always had ups and downs with people, not knowing how to talk to people, all these things. That was a real issue for me.
So you would have jumped from job to job, yeah, and then eventually, a little later in life, decide to pursue a diploma in welding.
Well, actually, jumping from job to job, yes, I had a bad habit of that. But wanting to pursue a diploma in welding, never.
So how did this come about? What was the thought process?
Okay, so actually, when I walked through NESC doors, I actually came to sign up for a plumbing course for 6 weeks.
So 6 weeks, a 2-year diploma. 3-year diploma. So a 2-year diploma, but you did craftsman before, which would have been a year.
Right.
So in total, 3 years.
3 years, yes. I had no intention of staying in NESC for 3 years. I come for 6 weeks because I was getting a job. You know, after I'd been out of a job so long and little trials and tribulations, I said, well, right. So somebody actually tell me about NESC. That's how I hear about it. And I said, well, right. I said, I'll go in there and I'm going and do that course, plumbing course, for 6 weeks. When I reached an NESC now, I was told where that campus do not have the plumbing course. I need to go to the Point Lisa's campus. And I said I got intervention. Because when I look around, outside was like a hurricane. The place black, lightning, thunder, if you see rain. I said, Kyle, I ain't going nowhere, I'm staying right here. So I walk around, I look outside, and I looked at the lady by the desk. And I come back, I said, excuse. I said, by chance, will you have anything for somebody like me? I said, I don't have education or passes or anything. I said, have any other course besides the plumbing? She said, yes. She said, actually, we have space in welding. I said, you could sign me up, please. She looked at me, she said, sure? I said, not really, you know. She said, well, I can't sign you because next thing you drop out. Or she said, we wouldn't really want to do that. I take a deep breath. I think about my life. It flashed quick. I really think, and I say, you know what? I said, but you could do this. All I tell myself. I said, sign me up. She said, sure? I said, yes, sign me up. Never thought. When the first exam come, I tell myself we coming to do welding. We go see gate, we go see a shed, something like that.
All iron.
When I reach in the class and I tell me, open a book, an exam, I start to double take. I think twice now. I said, nah, Kyle, enough for you. I sit down, I talk to myself, everybody in the class younger than me. I sit down. When I look around, I say, you know what, we could do this. First exam, highest mark, Kyle Hilaric. That shocked me. That shocked me. And I looking around at young guys who just come out of school with passes. I say to myself, I say, serious. From that first exam, that momentum just pick up. Every other exam I have to do, I make sure I stay up late in the night. I read like if my life depended on it.
Your life did depend on it.
When I come to do the exam and I read a question, it's like it was automatically there. And that momentum stay through that whole first year program. The result I collect an award as the most outstanding welding student of the Craftman program. I could have never believe.
And what advice would you give to other older individuals that wanna follow in your footsteps?
All right. So advice I would like to give to the older people that who are willing to go back to do academics or whether it's a trade or anything is that never doubt yourself and never stop believing in yourself. Because I had nobody around me to really give me motivation. I motivated myself. At every exam that I pass, I just keep telling myself, wow, I could do this. So I will tell anybody, you're coming back to do any course, put that course in front of everything else. Just keep up the good work, put that course in front of everything else because you're sure this is what's going to get you out of your situation. That's all the motivation you need.
Yeah. Sorry, you're inspiring me right now. And well, congratulations on getting enrolled in business management at Costat. How has that been so far?
Okay, so that is our next story by itself because I'm grateful and honored. Now, I say I don't have an educational background, so NESC is my first. I did great. I say, well, okay. I tell myself there's the end of the line. And actually, the guy that I'm working for, he's the one who was like, he said, Kyle, he said, sit down. I said, what is that? He said, I know you're finished with your welding. He said, I'm proud of that. He said, but I would like you to pursue a degree in something. I just look at him, I was like, what? What would I do? He said, how you mean? He said, anything. He said, go home, think about it. He said, come back and tell me. He said, I could get you into the program. I know I could help you. I said, all right. I went home, I thought about it. And knowing as welding I come out from, I said, the only thing I feel I could do now, I'll do business. Try like open up my own welding business or something.
So you intend on tying welding and business together in the future?
Yes, I am. So that was, the plan just hit me instant. And I said, you know what? I want to talk to him about this. I went, I spoke to him, and I had doubts of signing up. Because I tell myself from the time anyone hear my background, they might say, he ain't fit for this. Because there's a trade he do. This have nothing to do with real academics.
I don't agree. I think that having a trade is the backbone of a business.
Yes, actually it is. Because you have hands-on experience. So that is the main thing about it.
You will be better equipped to run that business.
Right. So now it's just for me to actually do the bachelor's degree and get the necessary skills that I need to know, well, how to run the business. Because I'll have the hands-on experience. I'll be able to weld, cut, grind, wherever. But you still need certain skills to run the business. So I say, well, you know what? I'm going to do this. And while going to sign up, I started doubting myself again. I don't know where it come from. I started doubting myself. I said, Kyle, you'll get turned down, I didn't even reach any place. When I reached in that place, I had no hiccups. Everything went smooth as though this was to happen.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I thought everything happened. So in the class now, and I saying to myself, I say, wow, I really reached Costat here with no educational background. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it right now.
It was like an aha moment.
Yes, very much so. So I'm in Costat right now, and My first exam actually was graduation day.
Oh.
My first 2 exams, to be
Oh.
exact. So I try communicating with the lecturers and telling them, well, if they could move the exams or anything that could help me because I have graduation. One said, she said, what time is the graduation? I said, well, XYZ. She said, okay. She said, you sure you won't be able to do it the month? I said, miss, I say, hear what? I say, I am the valedictorian of my graduation. I say, and I have a speech to give. And I've never done something like this in my life. So I say, I'm extremely nervous.
Right.
Well, she started clap. You swear it was graduation morning already. She started clap. She said, Kyle, what you said? I said, yes. I said, for the 2025 graduation at NESC, I said, I'm the valedictorian. Well, she said, you have your speech? I said, no, miss. She said, would you like me to help you write it? I said, well, miss, no. I said, I'd rather write it for myself because, it will sound more true than unless somebody else write it. I said, let me see if I could do this. And I wrote my speech, and graduation day, I couldn't believe it again. I still relive in that moment all now. It was something that I will never forget in life.
What were some habits or mindsets that you would have developed to help you grow personally and professionally?
Okay. So, one of the most important things was team play. When I came to NESC Technical Institute, there are a lot of group assignments, something that I am not too particular with.
Yeah.
I custom working alone, I custom being alone. So I like that. When I came to NESC now, and you're in the class, you're in the workshop, there was always like, it's not you alone in the workshop. There are other people around you. Safety first. Make sure that what you're doing is safe to you and also to the others. So I started realizing, well, like, the more I interact with people and I start discussing, I start to develop a kind of leadership kind of position because I was older.
Yeah.
And by doing that, a lot of the guys start telling me little things like, I'm proud of you. Kyle, you're doing good. Don't feel no how, you're never too old. That built a character in me that walking through NESC doors to sign up, I never thought it would have been me. I never thought I had that part of character inside of me. Now, that is something that I'm taking forward in life with me. Because everywhere you go now in society, you can't be somebody where you're going a job and you're not speaking to people.
Yeah.
You don't want to how to say it, get involved in if you're having a sports day or something.
Yeah.
You can't do that now in these times we're living in. So I say that team playing spirit that NESC does always push, that is something very good. They need to keep up that.
Yeah, we will try. And so far to this point, what would you say was the biggest risk that you took?
The biggest risk that I took was doing that diploma course.
Why would you say that?
Okay, so I would say because even though I finished the craftsman course and I was successful, I still had doubts when you hear one or two of the other students talking about the diploma course. What you have to do on assignments, on deadlines, any practicals. I was kind of nervous. And I say, you know what, Kyle? I said, this is the risk you need to take. I say, you want to really read somewhere? And the instructors was very helpful in telling me, well, hey, they said to pursue that diploma, they say you have what it takes. They say, don't doubt yourself. Sit down, think about it, and see what's going on. And I took that risk to come and do the diploma program. And I had little ups and downs doing the program, but never thought I'd do so good. Never thought I'd do so good.
Well, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And now that you've changed your narrative, how do you hope to inspire others?
Okay, well, I hope to inspire others by showing the world that there is no boundaries when it comes to education. You could be at what age. Once you put your mind to do something, you will do it. A simple thing as cooking, dancing, playing sports, anything, once you put your mind to doing anything, you will be able to make it.
That's great advice for everyone. And one last question, Kyle. What is your hype song?
What is my hype
Days
song?
that you're feeling stressed out or down, what song hypes you up, gets you pumped and going?
That will have to be Sizzler, Guide Over Us.
Okay, that's a spicy one.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Kyle, for joining us. And congratulations again on all your success. And I wish you luck for the future.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure being here. Thank you so much.